Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Dish Pit Podcast. I am your host, Jay Fandango.
Got Mikey Miguel over here.
The one and only Crow.
And your boy, Chocolate Daddy.
I'm glad you are all committing to these names instead of changing it every time. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. We had I think it was like a 2-week break no, was it 2 week?
Yeah,
It was about 2 weeks.
We haven't done a podcast in 2 weeks. So we didn't do it last week or the week before for some reason. I can't remember. Laziness.
I wasn't.
You weren't in town or something?
No, I was
You had
scheduled to work.
Yes, Michael was scheduled to work, so we couldn't record that night.
Those
And
bastards.
then the next week, fucking our boy Yuri decided to come through and pour a bunch of vodka all over Houston and freeze the shit.
Snowvid 21.
Snowvid. Yeah, man, fucking Winter Storm Yuri.
Yeah, that's
I never
what it's
think
called.
you would hear that.
That's what they called it.
Yeah, it was Winter Storm
Yeah,
Yuri.
they named him
Wow.
Yuri.
Is that like a Russian name?
Yeah, for sure.
for sure.
Yeah, there's no that's why I meant Yuri came and poured a bunch of vodka on us.
I'm sure it was like
Drink.
the original name was like Vladimir, and they're like, we can't do that.
That's a little on the nose,
Yeah,
isn't
it's a
it?
little too Russian.
So for those of you listening, only some of us experienced the ice storm. So that's
Fuck
why I'm
you.
asking these
Yeah,
questions.
son of a
And
bitch.
it's not with malice or to make fun of anybody. I didn't know. I didn't get to see, Houston news. They would mention it on the TV.
They're like,
You know.
oh, by the way, in the South, people are dying.
But
Back
some of
to
the
your
TVs
fabulous
didn't have
weather in Las
sound
Vegas.
in the casino. Some of the TVs didn't have sound, and it wasn't until I got back to the room I was like,
Oh
let me
man,
check.
that some of the TVs didn't have sound.
Wow.
in
You
the casino.
poor fucking soul.
Was
I
there still-
think he was
Was
like
there still
watching
water?
the news leading up, and he was like, "Yeah, fuck these guys."
Was
So-
there
Be
was
gone.
there water,
Wait, was there power for
Yeah.
the TV, or did like the power blow out the speakers?
or were you just listening on the radio or something, huddled up warm?
No, the only water source close by is the Hoover Dam.
He
Oh,
was
and then I
on the
forgot.
phone with someone, and that's why his TV was muted, and he couldn't hear it. That's what's going on.
Wait,
And he also wasn't just in Vegas. He also had a little trip in Cali.
That's what
He's
my
worse than Ted
connecting
Cruz.
flight was. You guys,
You are Ted Cruz of our group.
I
vacation
feel like the
having
only kid
motherfucker.
that didn't get to enjoy the snow day. I really would have loved to.
I've lived a
here.
snow day before up north. No, so first of all, a snow day up north is awesome. First of all,
You
the
have power.
You have power. There's warmth. There's water. The only reason you can't go is because there's so much snow outside that no one can fucking go to school. It's awesome, but
But people still went places because you had snow on the and
Yeah,
you
you
had
still-
snow tires.
people still go there. When I lived up north, bro, there was like 6 feet of fucking snow, bro.
Snow is no longer an excuse to get out of school. There's virtual learning now. It's crazy.
yeah, no shit.
Right? Oh man, but no electricity is a pretty good excuse.
What sucks is we don't have enough time equivalent with like Zoom classes or online classes to compute who actually graduates, the success rate of it. So at
They
this
probably
point
go-
it's like 0.
Bro. If
No,
I
they
was
probably go based off of it's just like homeschool or online schooling. They go based off of test results, assignment scores, projects.
I was on Zoom classes or Zoom tests, I'd be cheating so fucking hard.
Google everything.
I'm already
Google
on the
everything.
internet, right?
I would just be like, have my voice open on Google and just be ask can you repeat the question? And then have them repeat the question and record it. And be like, oh, okay, there's the answer right there. Like
School's just teaching you to memorize shit anyway. They're
That is
not really
true.
like teaching you really. Like they just want you to memorize everything.
But part
School's
of the
teaching you how to
memorization.
learn, and then college teaches you how to focus what you learned on your career to
Hold
make
on,
money.
hold on,
Right?
That's
hold,
not true.
hold on.
Right?
Mark, do you have an Apple Watch on?
Yeah.
You ain't got an Apple Watch?
No, Jayla got this
He's
for
been
my
had
birthday.
one. He's been had one.
Oh, okay.
I did get a new pair of AirPods.
Oh, okay.
Man, I got a new pair of
I never saw you with an
AirPods,
Apple Watch, so that's why I was.
And I love these things, man.
Still love my Raycons.
Today's
Raycon sponsor
episode
us.
is actually. Yeah, I was just gonna say. Yeah.
Today's episode is brought to you by Raycon. Ray J, come on in here. He's all in here. How's Kim doing? Oh shit.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, sorry. I just saw that and I was just like, did he? Because he made that comment about the Apple Watch the other night when we were doing D&D. He was like, gotta get yourself an Apple Watch or something like that. And then I see it with an Apple Watch on. I'm like,
He's had that thing for a
Is-
couple years.
okay,
now.
okay, cool.
Are
cool.
Apple Watches like AirPods where you can sync them to any phone?
Yeah.
Any.
That's what I thought. I would actually. So there are a couple products that I feel that Apple makes that are actually worth buying. That's the iPad,
Yes.
Yeah.
the Apple Watch, because it's one of the best smartwatches out there. That's for the price.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you're a simple computer user, maybe a MacBook, because those shits will last for a long time.
Yeah.
I just think they're super expensive, and if you need to get them fixed, it's like replacing it.
You
Yeah,
might
you
as well
have to
replace
replace
it.
it, yeah.
And you're right, it's a simple computer. And I think that's what all Apple product basically is, and that's why it's ideal to most people.
Very
and that,
streamlined.
Yeah, very streamlined, very simple. I fucking like this Apple Watch just because it syncs to my phone, and like I could sit there and like you get a text, you can just sit there and just like, oh, okay, and then you know, and you don't have to respond to it or whatever. And the fact that this motherfucker is waterproof. for
You
up
can
to
go
50
Gadget
feet.
too and reply like this.
Oh, that's right. Let me
Reply.
walkie-talkie Mark. over
This happened to me today. I had my AirPods in, and this I just thought it was the coolest thing because I just got them. So I get a text. Now normally my watch goes off. My AirPods read me my text in my ear, who it's from, and they give me this opportunity to reply. I'm listening to music, so I tell my watch because for some reason this thing only hears gibberish. Like if you're talking to it, it only hears like.
Did you mean
that
doodle
Sims
bob?
language?
Yeah. Like,
Smash Gulash?
so I have to talk to my watch, and it hears. Did you send it to this?
I don't know. Maybe I sent it to you. No, I sent it to you. Or whatever your actual... Wait, I don't know what number your watch is under.
In case you didn't know, they're sending messages.
Yeah, they're sending
on-
messages through their Apple Watches. I was
I'm
in,
trying to invite Mark to my walkie-talkie. That way we can do his walkie-talkie.
Over-
I don't know if you have that. I don't know what series you have.
Speaking of which, what's the
Are you
status
sending
on
it
those
to-
walkie-talkies, bro?
No, I'm sending it
I'm
to you.
saying.
I'm
those-
sending it to your
We should all
watch.
have walkie-talkies.
I'm sending it to your watch. Like, I can walkie-talkie any of my friends. Say, Mark did not receive your invitation.
Or we could have one of those Boost mobile phones. Those... Whatever
Any
they're
of my
called.
friends,
chirpers.
I can hit the
Chirper,
walk.
yes.
Like if they have an Apple Watch, and I can invite them, and then hit the walkie-talkie button, it'll send you a bleep that somebody's trying to walkie. That way, you don't just hear me out and on my end, waiting for you to connect. And if you just hit connect, then I can just hold it and just.
Hey, yo, make sure you bring the ecstasy.
Yeah.
When you're in the middle of church. Oh, bro, let's take this fire water shot.
Yes. Yes.
Prost.
Get out of the
All right,
shot,
guys.
Blake.
I have a question for you. I was in the drive-thru. Well, it's kind of a story that leads into a question.
Okay.
I was in the drive-thru at Taco Bell, speaking much the way I'm speaking right now.
Very clearly.
And well, okay, that's another thing that
Clear
I
and
wanted to talk
concise.
about. Yeah. But I get up to the drive-thru, and the girl is like, she kind of looks at me sideways, and I'm like, "What's wrong?" She's like, "You look nothing like I expected you to look." And I
She's
was
trying
like,
to say you sounded white.
what does that mean? And she was like, well, I thought you was gonna look all, and I was like, what? Wait, what? Like,
Maybe she thought you sounded like stuck up.
No, he was like,
yeah, like she made
gross
a face, and like she thought I was just gonna be this ugly dude
gross looking.
when I pulled up to the drive-thru.
Your voice doesn't sound like you'd be ugly.
Absolutely not.
But it's kind of hard because there are some ugly dudes out there with amazing voices.
Yes, that's why they're radio personalities.
So the question is, have you all ever been in a similar situation where like someone kind of misjudged you based on the way that you sounded?
Oh, yeah. Bro, I've had people that like hung up on me and I would call back, or no, what was it? I was talking to we were talking to a friend, and we got another guy on three-way, and the other guy hang up, he was racist. And I'm just talking to my friend who's white. His name's Carrie. And I'm just talking to him, and he's like, "Yeah, let's hook up with this other guy." It was a drug. It was something about drugs or whatever. Something about drugs. All right, let's put it out there. And the other guy picks up, and we're talking to him, and then he hangs up on me, or he hangs up on the thing, and Carrie's like, "I'm gonna go back and see what's going on." And he goes back, and he's like, I had to explain to him that you weren't black, because apparently I sounded fucking ghetto or some shit to him. I'm like, that is so funny. I was like, I don't even want to buy his drugs no more. I'll tell you that.
I don't think I've ever been misjudged for how I sound. I have been. I went
weird.
to an all. not an all black school, but it was predominantly black. A lot of Hispanics and Asians and Muslims, and I was one of the few white people. So oftentimes people would just assume I wasn't white. They would assume I was just like a very pale Hispanic person, because I had long hair too, and I have like bushy eyebrows, and I'm Italian, so I do have some features, but I'm like, nah, I'm fucking white as buttermilk. No, actually, I do have like a small percentage of black in my family, but that's like fucking so far back it's diminishable.
To be fair, buttermilk is a shade darker than
just
regular.
white.
That is true.
My bad, I'm beige. When people, I don't say I'm white, I'm beige.
I have also, whenever I moved to California, and when I was in the Marine Corps, and I stayed out there, and like I lived out there, unless I was deployed, right? You just like everywhere, you come down south and you start living here, then if you come to Texas, you're gonna end up talking with a little bit of southern twang, In California, everybody talks like, let's get on 405 and get down there to the,
They talk like news anchors.
It's
I love it, right? It's great.
It's not.
It's great.
I do.
You start adapting.
I do like, they have like it's weird. It's like some of them have that surfer vibe to it.
Yeah.
And it's just like a lot of them are like super laid back.
And more often than not, they all have the like you hear them talk and you think they're over exaggerating their speech, like, nah, bruh, we just gotta get out there and like walk down the street. Like, yeah, so like, hey, you wanna go to the, oh, we're not going to the bodega today, dude. No, we're not doing that, bruh. And you're like,
bad vibes there, man.
Yeah, it is like, that's how this motherfucker talks, like that's how this dude talks. He'd be sitting in school or something, he's like, yeah, Mr. H, can I get, some shit. And there's more of these people,
millions of them,
there that talk like that than there are people that talk just regular, normal.
So, Pete, we're in Malibu, right? Jordan takes us to Malibu. Okay, so you don't get confused. Not this Jordan.
I don't
but my
say,
friend
I don't even
Jordan.
call myself Jordan on this show.
I think this is the first time we were.
No, we've said it
I know,
before.
Yeah.
We said it before, but we don't call me Jordan.
So my roommate from college, he lives out there. And he takes us to this mountain or whatever, and we're chilling, and he meets up with this girl he knows. Her name is Valerie, and she literally says like
all the likes.
Oh yeah, Anna
and
and Cheryl, they're from Cali.
At first,
That's right.
I thought that she was trying to show me this person who she thought had never been to California. This is like how they like
Totally
do
talk,
stuff,
right?
like this is totally the way it goes, like what I mean? And I'm like, dang, I get it. I follow you. I have to like look her in her face like, like this story is going somewhere. And
We use the word like dog and bro a lot.
Bro all the way.
Dude, like a
They
lot
say
of
dude a lot in Cali too.
dude is a bad example. Dude is a very bad example.
Bro
That
is
probably
just-
originated in Cali.
We
Yeah.
say things like y'all.
Fam.
Yeah.
Yeah, we say fam.
Oh, fam.
Yeah, we do
Yeah.
say fam.
fam is strictly reserved.
Bro, for fam.
Yeah.
No, whenever I lived in Cali, whenever I came back, or like before I was coming back, when I was calling my friend and shit, and I changed my phone number, so like I transferred it all into like things. So I'm calling my friends and I'm talking to them. They're like, they first pick up, and I'm like, hey bro, what's going on? And I'm like, who the fuck is this? And I'm like, what do you mean it's Mike? And I'm like, wait, Mike, Mayor's family Mike? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, why do you sound all queer and fucking shit?
Why you sound all queer and fucking shit? That's
I'm
funny.
like, I've been living in Cali. I was like, oh man, I guess now I talk like I'm from Cali.
So I guess to answer your question, we were in this drive-through. It's me and my mom, and we might have been like Wendy's or something. And,
Remember, you're not having a conversation with G. You're talking into a microphone.
okay. So I'm ordering food, but you know how your mom is. She can't just be simple. You need to order your own food. You're like closer to the window. You could order the food.
I was like, oh my god, I hate that
Instead of asking me what I want and making me yell. So
I could just tell you number one with whatever.
So I do. I order, and she's like, yes, ma'am. Anything else? And I'm like, damn, she thinks I want.
She thought
thinks
her
I'm
voice
the
just got
lady.
deeper.
So I'm like, I'm gonna correct her. And so my mom says, you know, she orders her thing. Anything else, sir? And she's like, yeah, that was a ma'am. And
That was a sir and this is
that
a
was
ma'am.
a sir and this is a ma'am. And she's like, I'm sorry, you sounded like a man. And that other order
Don't
sounded
ever
like
say
a
that.
guy.
Oh snap!
You can ask my mom to this right hand. She says this, and we get to the window. She's like, "You shouldn't be deciding people's gender." And I'm like, "Mine's really not like that big a deal." I'm trying to get her to chill because in
Yeah,
this scenario, I'm the girl.
Yeah. Mom.
I'm
Chill.
the bitch that should have just been like, "Just order the food." You know what I'm saying? So that happened.
If she would have ordered the food in the first fucking place, like,
I hate people that make me order my own food when we're in the drive-thru. I'm like, bro, you're driving. Order the food.
order the food.
I don't want to have to. Yeah, let me get a.
Yeah, I don't want to yell over you. Like, yeah, I agree.
And then like, sir, can you say that again?
no, like, no, I cannot.
And then the person driving feels like they need to kind of help if they fuck the order up,
And
so
then
they
you-
start repeating and you're talking over each other.
You could have just done this.
And then you get double of what you fucking ordered, and you're like, why am I fucking paying
With
this
mayo.
much? Yeah.
And want any mayo. Man,
It's like they
speaking,
fucked up
I
my
had
order.
a story from, it was the 59 Diner. You know what that is?
Oh yeah, I've been
I went
there.
to the 59 Diner. I'm
I used-
being cool. I'm with a girl. I don't remember who. We're sitting at the table. The guy comes up. He's cool. I'm cool. We're waiters. And I'm like, I want a burger, man. Just don't put any mayo on it. I don't want any mayo. I don't want any tomato.
Just one rule.
I was like, it's okay if you. I'm like, I wouldn't trip if the tomato's still on there, but I don't
Like-
want any mayo. So comes back,
fucking
Mayoed up.
mayo and tomato on the burger.
That motherfucker said, "Fuck
He wasn't
you."
listening to you at all.
So I was like, no. I was like, bro, I asked you. I usually don't send my food back. I'll usually just eat it like that fucking disgusting pasta New Braunfels that I had to eat.
That shit was fucking funny. We were
But
like,
this-
send it back.
But this time,
He wouldn't send it back.
this time, I was like, bro, the only thing I didn't want on this burger was fucking mayo. I'm gonna need you to make it again.
For real.
Yeah, so he did. But yeah, that fucking pasta, it was like Alfredo with like honey barbecue chicken tenders on top.
Wait, but what didn't you like see who ordered that? Somebody else ordered that and you saw it and then changed your order to that.
and
No,
then you got it and it was terrible.
I don't think I did. I think I just ordered it because it looked all right.
Oh no. That's what happened.
You were gonna order it,
I was gonna order
And
it,
then
and I
changed your mind.
changed it without saying anything.
Yeah.
When the waiter came,
and then
up.
I ordered it.
and you
It
were
was-
ordering it to go.
The Applebee's.
The Applebee's.
It was disgusting, bro.
I've never been satisfied at Applebee's.
Anytime I've ever been in Applebee's, we have left hammered. The only thing good there is the liquor.
We walked in there, Hammer. We were still fucking on shrooms.
Oh
and
yeah,
shit.
we were. We were like coming. No, we weren't. That was Rudy's. That was the night before.
Oh
So
fuck. No, we were just hammered then. I
yeah,
guess.
Rudy's is when we were on the
We get to
shrooms.
this Applebee's and
You
everyone
went
has
and ordered
decided
some
like,
food
yo,
on.
we gotta eat. And
And I came in too.
Yeah.
Nothing's open. What's
Jordan-
closed? It's it's on the cusp of 9:30, 10 o'clock when stuff closes.
Walking distance.
So we peeped this Applebee's and we was like, that's the move. We started
wasn't.
headed that way, and we should have known, bro. It's like dead, except for these three loud motherfuckers at the bar.
Oh
So,
yeah, that's right.
Our waiter comes and they're basically like, "You ready? You know what you want?" And we was like, "Nah, give us a minute."
I ordered a beer and
Got some
shit.
salads. I got some
So,
salad.
Yeah, you got salad. That's right.
Me and Jay had already decided we about to bust down on some plates. So I'm gonna order this salad, this meat, this potato. We got these three things covered.
I wasn't eating.
I'm not
I was.
DMing tonight. Top that off, bro.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
go to the
No, I
top
got you.
of the Bucky's.
I got you, dude.
So there's this picture. There's this.
I wasn't eating. I was ordering food to go.
There's this picture, and Michael is like, "That looks good. I want to try that." He says something like that.
Oh.
And so Jordan, in the middle of us talking, has already not looked at the menu and heard this referral from Mike. So he's like, "I think I'm gonna just get that," because the dude, he's like rushing us to get
Yeah,
out.
I forgot.
We came 9:35.
They must have been closing at
9:40,
10.
and you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I didn't even
So
think about that. As a waiter, I should have
didn't
been
look at the
aware.
time.
It
I
was-
didn't.
Y'all were hammered.
we
Like,
We were drunk.
we drove the whole way there.
Oh yeah, we weren't drunk yet.
driven and it was just late, so we were like, we gotta eat.
It was
something.
late, but we were doing whippets or some shit in the hotel.
We were smoking a lot and doing whippets.
Doing whippets.
Dabs. Like, we were probably way too high than
We were probably way too.
So they rush our order, and Jordan's like, "Yeah, I'll just take this." And Michael, you know, he says something completely different.
Yeah, when he came and took my order, because he took Jay's and Mark's order, and then Jordan's, and when it came down to me,
He was like, "I want mine to go."
Yeah, no, I want this, and I want it to go.
Yeah, because he ordered for him and Elsa to go. So he
you
was
ordered
gonna,
something completely different from what you had referred for him.
So Jordan gets it, and it's like off the bat, because you can tell he's like
The pasta was all right.
he's salt and
ate
peppers
the
it, and
pasta.
he, you know,
I ate
does
a
a little
few.
twirl, and then, you know, he cut into the meat, and I could just see his face. He was just like, man, this is not fucking it. You know when
It
you
was
rub
bad.
your forehead, the only time you rub your forehead.
Like imagine honey barbecue mixed with Alfredo. It's not
Doesn't
good.
sound great. at
Fried
all.
chicken tossed
It's
in
fried
like some,
chicken tenders.
tossed in some light honey barbecue sauce, and it was spicy too, right?
It was
like
a little spicy.
it
Not
was-
really. It had like a little seasoning on it.
in the Alfredo, and like
The Alfredo was all right.
The reason why I said that this looks good to me is because, yes, I remember now, we were smoking way too much.
So anything really looked good.
Yeah, it was the first thing.
You're hungry
I could have
as
literally
shit.
just got regular chicken tenders and
Yeah,
been okay.
it was the first thing that I saw, and I'm like, oh shit, that looks good. I'm gonna get that. And then I didn't say anything after that.
So we like peer pressured him to send it back, and he was like, "No, it's all right." You know, he
All
kept
right,
cutting
so
it
why
up.
didn't you send it back?
I don't know. I just
That's a Jordan move.
I don't know. Sometimes, here's the thing about me. Sometimes I'm all for the confrontation. Sometimes I'm not. I'm very bipolar. I get it from my mom.
So in a situation like that, it's not really about a confrontation. It's about you're not satisfied with what you've gotten, and you're paying. You know what I mean? Like,
That's true, but any type of confronting someone about something, whether it be physical or like if there's actually a problem. There wasn't an actual problem. I could have just got the food switched out. It was just that is a confrontation, and I wasn't willing to engage in it.
Well, here's how I'm gonna put it all together. And if I'm maybe so bold to say that I know something or I inferred something from Jordan, but like if you take that whole day, like we had traveled there, we got there, we smoked, we had snacks. I had my own like snacks or whatever at the apartment. Then we went and like ate, or no, then we went like chilled in our own rooms, and then went and all hung out in that room, and then we all decided that we were gonna go. Jordan, you weren't like set on going at first, and we were all like, oh yeah, come on and go, you know. So, and then when we get there and the food's nothing, and then it was the end of the night, and I think in Jordan's mind, he's just like, I'm not even sweating this.
Basically, yeah.
Like
I was just like, I can go without food.
I can go without this, and I
should have gotten a comp though.
I wouldn't even. Yeah, you should have gotten it comped.
yeah.
That was my point of like at least sending it back
Yeah.
to get it comped.
I remember what I got. That shit was slapping.
You didn't even eat it. You fucking
You ate like two bites, and then-
you
That's,
took
look,
it
that's
to
how Mark eats. Like he'll eat a little bit
I
in,
got that-
in the store, and then he'll take that shit home and eat that shit later.
All
Like,
right,
Yeah, like-
then
he
that's
always
fine.
does that shit.
That's why I always order to go because like I'd rather just sit in front of a TV and eat. I don't give a fuck now. I'm
Some-
spoiled.
Man,
Like I'll go to a
something-
restaurant. Here's my idea of a fucking perfect date for a chick. If you can squeeze in a Star Wars movie or a Marvel movie in front of it, you know, then that's like, all right, you're making it A1. But if you just going out to eat, but we go sit at a bar, in a restaurant. It could be in a restaurant, a nice restaurant, the bar in the restaurant. Order drinks and cocktails, have an appetizer.
oysters.
Oysters are always It depends on
Don't
what you're.
presume on the first date.
No, you mentioned oysters because
You like oysters?
if a chick is in with oysters, you getting laid.
We already had this conversation like 2 episodes
I know.
ago.
All right. Anyway, so you order appetizers, drinks. Sports are on. I could watch something. I'm telling you, this is my ideal of a perfect date, right? Some type of sporting event is on, or preferably,
Baseball.
important, like a baseball game or like the NCAA tournament's about to start. You know, I'm getting into March Madness this
All
year.
this sounds like important for you.
Yeah, that's
Exactly,
A very,
I'm
this
telling
is a
you,
very guy-centric date.
This is my idea of a perfect
Okay,
date.
this is good. We need to take this back because if women want us to put all this effort in, I feel like the women need to put effort back and to make the date interesting for us, especially if we more times than not pay for it. Not, it's like we want
Yes,
to.
we
It's
do.
like it's like a willingness, but I feel like women need to put in just as much effort to make the date fun as we do. We shouldn't have to plan the whole thing. Why do I need to say, "Oh, is this cool?" And you're like, "No, that's not fun." Or all these women that aren't cool with going to movies and dinner. Movies and dinner isn't enough anymore. You need to go hiking, skydiving. You need to go
Movies
bungee
and dinner
jumping.
is now looked at as being faux pas. Like
you're not even trying.
But it's definitely like you're not really trying.
Okay.
Why do you need to try? We need to get to know each other. We don't need to go fucking to the Great Wall of China on our first date.
My buddy's telling me it's completely different, for him in California. He's like, the first dates for the simps, they usually go for, taking a girl out to eat. When people who live there know, like, when it comes to meeting people and the options are so...
Let's go up
in California,
Mulholland.
there's way more shit to do date-wise than Houston. Just
Exactly.
saying.
You could be like, let's go up Mulholland Drive and look at the Hollywood sign, bro.
He'll pick a place and go for a nice walk, have a nice view.
It's because the weather's always nice.
Stuff like
Unless
that.
it's on fire.
And if a girl's cool and if you did get a chance to meet him, he's like, all right, now let's get some food. Because
He can dress like Mark, looking like he's about to dock his own yacht.
I always wondered what would happen if I moved to a different state.
It changes.
Would the
you, bro.
options open up?
I don't
Bro,
know.
you have plenty of options where you are.
Nah, bro, it ain't happening.
Bro.
All right, anyway.
I feel like I need to get out of this city.
You know why it's not happening? Because you're always either at home or at work.
Yeah, what am I gonna do? Just go meet a chick in a bar?
All right, now think about this. When you go to another city, what are you going to be doing? You're going to be at home or you're going to be at work.
Yeah, but you meet people when you go to work,
Agreed?
when I was
especially as a waiter.
working,
Yeah.
you could ask this nigga. Something was trying to get me out the door and I didn't even realize it. It was the people that were coming in. I was always chopping it up with them till they got out the damn door damn near.
That's
Like,
always the reason to get.
Think about this.
Always.
I'm not a super, like I'm a very sociable person, but I'm not gonna go to like a house party or something like that just to meet people.
Not by yourself.
You guys see that I don't go out a lot, but I still have a lot of friends.
You wouldn't go out by yourself.
Because I meet a lot of people. I've worked a lot of places. I've met a lot of people. I know a lot of people. It just feels like I've met a lot of girls. It just feels like the options are limited in my circle right now.
It just depends on who you let into your friend group now. All right,
I
because
have a different friend group than I did a few years ago.
Agreed. And you wouldn't go to anything like that. I guarantee you, if there was a fucking house party that I wanted to go to and I wanted you to go with me, I can talk you into
Yeah, I'd
going.
probably go.
Yeah.
I
We
went
would
to
go.
Mark's thing.
When we would go to Nick's place, remember? You would fucking hang out there.
I'm totally down for all that. It's just... I don't
It's
know,
just the
also,
act
we have
of-
the COVID mask thing on. How the fuck are you going to meet a chick with
That's
a
gay.
mask on?
bro.
That's gay.
Now it's like in the eyes. Now I'm like. Your
I mean,
eyes
I
look-
agree. I like nice eyes. I want to make sure you don't have a fucking unibrow.
I've always
Leave that
been-
to me.
My number one feature for girls, eyes.
Eyes?
Number one.
Eyes are good.
Before tits or ass or any of that shit, eyes.
I really
The
like
mouth
lips.
is a good.
Yeah, I really like
I was gonna say lips.
Yeah, like-
They don't need to be like big and voluptuous or anything.
And that's
but
why I
nice
don't do lips because lips. There's a fine line where they can be like too like extravagant,
Like
or
this?
like or none.
like-
Too thin,
yeah, like too thin or too
Too thin or too thick.
thick. And then you got these bitches now. They know that they've already sniffed that out. So then you don't know if a chick has been fucking pumping collagen into her fucking lips or not. It's not that expensive. You can just
Not
get one
anymore.
of
You guys are all wrong. It's all about the ears, man. You got old bitch ears, old bitch ears,
old bitch.
old hairy wrinkly ears. It's a no for
Who
me.
the fuck has wrinkly ears at 30?
The
What
girls
kind of
I say no to.
What kind of chicks are you talking to that have hairy ears?
I'm just letting it be known.
I met a chick with like,
It's the standard, ladies.
The chin hair.
she didn't have a lot, but it was there. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Pluck it.
Here's my.
You're not
dick.
growing a beard. Pluck it. The fuck's wrong with you?
I wish I can grow a beard, and here you are.
Look at this.
It's
Look
not
at
a
this.
beard. It's just like one hair every now.
I'm starting to embrace it now.
Yeah.
I hate y'all.
I'm just letting it. Just let him come in and marinate.
G looks like a fucking Marley little brother. You guys got beards. And here I
It's
am.
true.
Like a
Baby
Marley
face.
brother.
Tyrese. You look
G
like you
Mar-
about to just bust out.
Whoa, bro.
Garrett
Don't
Marley.
worry.
Slow down.
Yeah.
You are a African Tabaxi on the other the other game.
That is true.
That shit was ridiculous.
That shit was awesome, bro. I enjoyed every second of it. Anyway, back to my fucking date. Y'all fucking don't even
I'm
pay
not, I thought
attention.
you were just gonna watch
Your
sports the
perfect
whole
date.
time.
No, it doesn't.
Oh my
end
bad.
there.
You take her home and bang.
Well,
Yeah.
the point is
Sorry,
trying
I
to.
skipped to the end.
Yeah, you gotta. You just gotta
He's
speed bump.
That's how I read books.
You gotta romance it though to get it to that point.
With
Do
shots
you?
of whiskey.
No, no, you're buying her drinks, right? Let her get her drinks, a nice cocktail and stuff. You're watching a sports game. You're conversating, you know, like what
Unless
you
you're on a date
know,
with Laurel and she wants a beer and a shot.
That's it. And then she's like, "Oh, why aren't we watching anime right now?" Anyway,
Hey,
so watch sports. You order food to go. So your deal is, let's take this back to the house and let's watch a movie when we get back, or a TV show or series that you're into. Because I would have already dug out that information in the conversation. Because what your goal is as a man, like, yeah, you have sports on, you can watch the sports, but you can do two things at the same time, you know, and you can sit there and watch the score and then be conversating, you know, and digging up information. And the only thing you have to worry about is whenever the team scores and you're in the middle of a nice conversation and you go like, yeah, and I'm like, oh, sorry, you know, they scored a touchdown, my bad, you know. But then you get back to the house, you heat up the food yourself, get it all night, you know, turn on the movie,
Put it
get
in the
it
air
started,
fryer,
put
get
in
it
the air
crispy.
yeah, put it in the air fryer, get it crispy. Pull out your plate, put it on plates and stuff.
They like it when you cook for them.
They do.
yeah.
Everyone enjoys eating. So, yeah.
So that's the next best thing. The other thing that I would do, like if I'm trying to do, I would cook. And that's my go-to move. It's like, oh, you want first date moves? Like, come over and I'm gonna cook you a whole fucking meal. Yeah, I can cook.
I'll cook something up
Yeah.
so quick, bro. Like
That's
I got 3 courses for you already.
I haven't cooked for a woman in like 3 years. Since like my ex.
Think about all the food knowledge you've gained since then.
I've gotten really good at cooking.
I'm
since
telling you,
bro,
bro.
cook her some of them pork chops, bro.
Dude.
Yeah.
My ex didn't like pork
It's
chops.
funny y'all are talking about cooking.
She also
'cause I'm
couldn't
cooking.
eat fucking tomato sauce either. So because she was
Indigestion or some shit.
she was bad with acidic food and she couldn't have MSG.
Dang.
That's
so like we had to
horrible.
check everything, make sure it didn't have MSG in it.
And then you're paying the price. Everything has to be organic and
Not
shit.
even necessarily. It just can't have MSG in it. It is weird.
Mark, what you doing tonight? You cooking tonight?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
you know.
What you cooking, bro?
Got me a little salmon. I'm glazed. You know, I can't reveal too many of the ingredients. You know.
Wow. What you
Lemon.
Glazed some salmon.
Yeah, I got some glazed
Teriyaki.
salmon.
He got teriyaki sauce. and
I
he's-
don't do teriyaki.
No, he's mixing teriyaki and barbecue sauce together
Ew.
and then putting that on.
I'm gonna need you to save me a little corner, bro. See what you talking about.
See what I'm talking.
He's so greedy with his food.
He's very
True.
greedy with
He-
his
like
food.
you
like,
could say like I'm gonna save. And he's
I've
like,
never seen one oh he brought over some breakfast tacos, the cheapest thing you could possibly make at home.
he do not be trying to share the food. If it's like, unless it's like a bag of chips, he'll throw you a bag of chips. You want some Cheetos, bro? He'll tell you them hoes.
These are my lamb chops though.
while you're eating Cheetos, he's eating the lamb chops.
I remember that one night you were like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna roll through and get some of them lamb chops.
And guess what? Never got them hoes.
Oh, you
Never
didn't go,
got them.
Never got the lamb chop.
Oh, say it ain't so.
Man, that's what I'm talking about.
Apparently, I'm greedy with the food. Dang,
Oh man.
I be eating. Man.
Yeah, I know. We all have your Snapchat. We all see.
Man, no, you still don't snap your food more than Derek did.
I tried.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I've slowed down some stuff.
Derek
Yeah, you've slowed down.
eats he eats so much but doesn't cook at all.
Yeah, that's,
You
That's
don't know
insane.
that's where
I know, but it still doesn't. I feel like he was lying to you about not knowing how to use the oven.
Yeah, you feel that way,
How do you not know how to use an oven?
He's
You
told
turn
me
a dial.
bro? I'm telling you, so many times it was like There's a frozen. He's like, I'm hungry. He's like, it's a frozen pizza. There's a tombstone in there. Throw that sucker in. He's like, bro, I don't know how to.
You don't. How do you not know?
Like,
For someone as like
There's a
he's
thing.
actually an intelligent person, like he's
I'm
intelligent.
like, I gotta fucking put in this like
He's not a moron.
tombstone.
DJ enters.
Yeah, the entree knew. But yeah, I literally had to start the oven for it and put it on a timer.
I feel like that's like him manipulating you.
You think so?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
definitely.
you're not an easy person to manipulate. I feel like if someone acts like they're stupid, that's the
know.
way to get to you.
I think and I can agree only in one sense, because in that situation, I was down. Like I'm
Oh, you're in his dining, like you're sleeping on
I'm,
an air mattress. I remember
I'm
that.
sleeping on the air mattress in his apartment. He's letting me stay there, and it's
Just make him
kinda-
a pizza.
Yeah, I'm like, fucking, I'll make you the pizza. I'm making me one, and so, yeah, but that was a time where I told myself never fucking again.
Well, you sleep
Type
on
of deal.
someone's couch, basically.
No, not that. Not that I would sleep on somebody's couch, because
Been in my
Because I'll
couch
always
for
do
weeks.
that.
I would always do that if I needed it. And thank you, bro. But
Yeah.
that I would let myself, because I was so depressed at that time too, and I would let myself get to that type of level to where I felt like I had no worth, and just going to work, coming back, and there's a lot of traffic out of that place,
A lot of
and-
people coming in and out.
yeah, and they all like me, It's not like, and I like them, but it was just at a time in my life where I'm literally putting everything into perspective, like how old I am. I'm like, you know what, Mike? Is this really what it's going to be? Like, this really? You need to
Get it together.
get your fucking shit together and get it all mad. But then it took a long time. Then Harvey happened, and then all this other, and it felt like everybody was trying to just like hold me down by the throat, and it took me to like pull myself back up out of that fucking thing. But I told myself never again, and now I'm watching this motherfucker decay over Facebook. Like, it's really bad. Like,
Drugs.
no.
Alcohol.
And I kind of...
It's
yeah.
basically, it's
Yeah,
like
you're
one
right.
of the worst drugs out
I kind of
there.
feel bad a little bit because, and I don't care. I'm pretty sure he doesn't listen to this, but I don't give a fuck either way. But I'm pretty sad because this wasn't a part of
He doesn't listen.
of that house till I brought it in. I'm the one bringing whiskey in every night. I'm the one bringing.
That
I
is true.
kept that fucking refrigerator stocked with beer. I would, and it was because I didn't care if he drank the beers that I brought home. In fact, I was betting on that he did, or hoping that he did, and that's how we got so much, because I would leave work and then just go buy more beer to bring back to the house, and another bottle and bring back to the house. And then I'm like, oh shit, I need to stop buying beer because I have like 4 fucking 6-packs of Tall Boys in the refrigerator.
You'd be good for a week.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, we're good, so I need to stop. And then he even said that he needed to take a break, but I never took a break, and I'm always doing my thing. And then it got to be where I see him buying his own bottle, and then drinking some more and things like that. So now at this stage, years removed, and seeing what I saw on Facebook, I'm like, this last week, and even though I was drinking more than I normally do this week, because what the fuck else was there to do? Because normally, I don't have a drink all day because I'm at work, and that's why I love work, because it keeps my liver
Safe.
nice and safe. Because I'm not drinking at work.
Can't drink at work.
Can't
Well,
drink
you
at work.
could,
I mean, I could,
but that's how you really know you're alcoholic.
If you drink at work. We've had people do that.
Exactly.
Tanya, a girl I used to fuck around with, she would come to work drunk. She cursed Leslie out one time. She would be taking Ambien, drinking bottles of
still,
wine.
like, even as
This
a-
bitch thought she was touched by Jesus. I would walk in the room, and she would ask if I'm Jesus because I had long hair and a beard.
You attract all the fanatics, bro.
Bro,
Jordan
Yeah, you
attracts fanatics.
I remember, okay, so we weren't dating, but we were banging a lot. And she was crazy, but the crazy ones are the best. And she was the
Those
one
are
I
the
lost my
best.
virginity to.
Oh,
And she was a Playboy bunny.
Yeah, she was.
Back in 2005. She was like 31, and I'm 21 at the time. She's a psycho. So then eventually
psycho.
I'm like, I can't do this anymore. You're like telling me to... You're telling me to leave and then screaming at me when I start putting my pants back on.
It's like being on a reality show.
And then after we had...
So she was a 10 on the hot crazy scale.
Oh yes, on the hot crazy scale, 10.
Yes, bro.
Fucking A.
I'd say 9 maybe, because she used to be a lot hotter.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
But she started working out. and then like running every day. She started getting fit and stuff. But she was a psycho. And then I cut her loose. And then like 6 months later, when I was dating Laurel, this bitch shows up at my house, just knocking on the door. And then one of my friends opened. They're like, "Hey, it's Tanya." I'm like, "What?"
Why did you answer?
Your spidey senses
So I
go.
opened, and she was just like, just trying to win me back or whatever. I was just like, I need you to leave. I'm sorry. I'm happy right now. Little did I know, a month later.
30 days later.
That was like a month and a half, but still, like like a month or so later, I'm like, well, maybe I shouldn't have turned her down.
45 days later.
Because I was young still. I had time to still make mistakes.
Oh yeah, you could have dealt
I
with
could
that
have
crazy
still
for
dealt
another
with it for like another year.
6,
I
8,
still
9,
have
10
listen.
months.
Yeah, bro. You could
I'm
have.
only 26.
You're 26. You've
You're
got
30. Calm down.
plenty of time, bro.
You
have plenty of time,
Yeah,
you young
You still could have hung in there.
Bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you. Like this last year and a half, like
You've been popping off.
I'm in my prime right now.
Yeah.
Like,
He get it off for me, y'all.
I'll let y'all know.
Shut up.
I'm post prime now,
I feel that, bro.
but I was literally held captive by a woman for over 3 months. Like, not like because I'm like, I'm fucking leaving, we're fucking done. And she's like, no, like guarding the door, and she was fucking fine as fuck. This is how I had to escape San Antonio, the city of San Antonio.
Escape from San Antonio. It's
Escape
like
from
instead of
San
Escape
An-
from New York.
Yeah, like I'm talking about. It started with my birthday. It was supposed to be all about me, right? But then, of course, it's always all about her. And she's a psycho, crazy person. She's already, at this time, she's gotten a DWI. And so she has a fucking thing in her car where she's supposed to, like, blow into every day. And she would, like, drink and get fucked up at night. But, like, now it's switched from instead of her drinking and getting fucked up till 2 a.m., she would get hammered from 5 p.m. to like 9 p.m. so she can go to bed and wake up in enough time to be able to
sober.
blow it. But the thing about those little things is they pick up every single little tiny trace of alcohol. So on her probation, there was like, you popped on this and this and this and this and this and this every day. So she got more but she was so fine and so crazy. I kept dealing with it, and like every day she'd go to
You will.
work.
You'll deal with it too.
I would
You
deal
will
with it.
deal with it.
You will deal
Yo,
with it.
listen.
It's like the version of like a girl who has an abusive boyfriend just never leaving because they're fucking obsessed with this guy.
The hotter they are, every time, the crazier the fucking
It's
they
true.
are.
Michael,
Like,
Tanya had one of those blowers too, in her Cadillac. First of all, she had a Cadillac, and she's white girl from Louisiana, has a Cadillac. She's got tattoos all over. She's
Yep.
fucking crazy. She's
Yep.
from Shreveport.
Okay. So
Yep.
This bitch is great. She has to
Shreveport.
give me rides home. She has to blow into the thing. I'm like, what's that? She was like, I have to blow into this because of my probation.
You ever had the old, hey, can you blow into this for me? I've
No,
had
I
to
have
do,
not
I've
had
had to
that.
do that.
okay, so that was me. But that was me.
I take a piss.
I had a girl that she wasn't even from here. She was coming down here, and I didn't have my own place. So keep in mind, she's hot.
Uh-huh.
She looks like Amber Rose. Like,
Oh, God.
I'm like, yeah, But she was batshit crazy, Mike. Can you blow into this for me? Otherwise, I won't be able to go anywhere. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This bitch lived in her car the entire time.
Lived
she
in her
came
car?
to visit me. Like, all right, I gotta go to school or work or this driver's ed class.
How does she take showers or whatever? She lived
Bro.
like, what?
She would just wait until I got home.
Oh, my God.
Wait until I got off. Like, she was crazy as hell. But man, I
Bro,
still remember
Was she hot?
that good peak. Like,
I
yeah.
had another crazy chick. Met her at. All right, so another chick. I meet her. So I had broke up with my girlfriend, long-term girlfriend at the time. So I moved back into my parents' house. So I go to the local bar. It's called the Soho Low, right? South Houston Lounge. And we call it Soho. So I go in there. I'm known. There's my little dive, right? As soon as I walk in there, I hear like, Michael, right? It's this chick. Her name, let's call her Kristen.
Bubblicious.
And I knew her in high school. We were in band together. And then after high school, she became a stripper. And I remember while I was in the Marine Corps, we went and found out where she was stripping and saw it. And we were like, you know. And she was a real,
Money
she was
maker.
like rambunctious type of deal. Anyway.
Promiscuous.
Thank you, Jordan.
Rambunctious, he
Thank
says.
you. Thank you. Well, yeah. Anyway, so then I don't see her for years and years and years and years. Or for years, like about 5 years. And then come back, she's like waving, and she's like, hey, like, I'm meeting our friend Patrick from high school here. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I hadn't seen him in like 7 years. Like, let's go meet him. We're like hanging out. And all of a sudden there's a vibe, right, with Christian, you know. And so we're like hanging out. And then next thing you know, she's like, hey, you want to come back with me and him and like go back to my place and like drink some wine and shit? Y'all know I don't drink wine now.
Yeah.
Do you think I drank wine then? No. But I'm down to go. Like, Pat
Hell
shows
yeah, I
up,
drink
like,
wine, bro.
Yeah, I'm down to go drink wine. So I get...
I would drink wine in that scenario.
Yeah, like
And not even act like I hate it.
Alright.
Just like, oh, this is a nice Bordeaux.
Show me. So we drive. Apparently, she lives on the north side. This is the first time I've ever been to Rockfish. On Champions. We drive all the way to the north side. We're staying there. We're playing games, drinking wine in her apartment. And then next thing you know, we both go to the kitchen together. We start making out. And then next thing you know, we're just straight up banging in her bedroom. We forget about fucking Patrick in the living room. This motherfucker had to call, like,
Where are you? Where are you?
No, we were in the next room,
Oh, okay.
and we were being very, very loud. I remember that. And he had to call, like, a friend or a relative to come drive to
get out of there?
to pick him up. Like, he left and
Do you think
walked
he was
out.
trying to bang or?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, poor guy.
In fact,
Happens.
the original date was set up
I've
with
never had it
him.
happen to me, but it happens.
Like, she was meeting him there, and I just walked in.
Oh my god.
And she, like, waved me over. That's the thing.
Oh, Michael.
So then, next thing you know, like, but I left my car all the way out there.
So you gotta get a ride back.
So I got to get a ride back. Well, no, she got to go to work the next day.
Damn.
So I ain't getting a ride back the next day.
So you're chilling in her apartment.
So I'm chilling in her apartment. And that's when I go exploring. That's when I find the rockfish.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
go chill at a Barnes & Noble. It was a nice time, you know. Had a couple
You're like,
drinks.
I'm gonna go back, maybe get laid later.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
I've had some really successful one night stands that turned into the next day type thing.
Bro, this is a week.
And bruh, but nothing.
there a
that's-
week?
A week. She wouldn't take me back to my side of town. And there's no Uber at this time, in case y'all are wondering.
Yeah, just cabs. And
Yeah,
it'd probably
it's-
take like $200 to get back
Exactly. Like,
Met
I'm at
this-
Champion Forest in 1960, and I got to go to Hobby Airport.
over there. No,
Yeah,
sir.
met this older lady at the bar. You know, we kicked it till real late, and she kept saying, my flight, my business flight. Oh, I just got to fly to Dallas and come back. You know, that flight's like 30 minutes, you know, so I'll be back today or tonight, blah, blah, blah. Just stay here. I ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
I
Had
can
a little
wait.
I
sad.
have to wait.
So I did. She just met me the night before, G. She just we hadn't known each other long. Just stay at my apartment all day while I leave the city and come back. And yeah, we'll pick things up from there. Like a good little I was like, dang, like if I have some shit.
I feel like I would not be able to trust a bitch in my apartment when I just met her. But he knows what was at stake.
Yeah.
Yo, I got up out of there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got up out of there, you know.
You left? You didn't go? You didn't wait for her to come back?
Oh yeah, I waited for. I
Okay.
didn't stay after.
I'm like-
that. You know
I'm
what
like,
I'm saying?
sir,
I was
bro,
like,
but I
yeah.
got the pee though.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm just
yeah.
making sure.
Okay.
Just making sure. I gotta make sure.
Nah, this chick was crazy, bro. Like, I had to, like, I'd be like, you need to take me back to my side of town.
You should have seen how long she would fucking make you stay there.
Fucking
She'd
please.
start buying you clothes and shit.
No, the reason why.
Or
yeah.
maybe she has a dead ex. All the clothes are the same size as you, and you even look like him too.
You want to know what I found out though? And the reason why I was like getting scared at the end,
What?
because she started telling me all about this, you know, her life that I didn't know, and she was married and divorced,
Yes.
and her ex-husband has the same last name as me.
Ramirez.
So now she had the same last name as me, and her kid has the same. And
Oh
like
my
we're like,
God.
I'm stuck in this situation.
Man.
I'm
I
like,
finally found a Ramirez.
oh no!
It's always
he's
the
actually
older
good
chicks
looking.
that have like the best setup for you to just slide on in and just live your life.
No, this.
This
Because they only go to work.
man,
Yeah.
this chick was like, man, found her on some website, man. We met up, we had dinner, it was real nice, real chill, and then I enjoyed spending time with you. You know, when they say they had a good time, you
Oh,
have
yeah.
to say, me too, and we should do something again soon.
Yes,
So
right
that's-
away, dog.
Yes.
That something again soon turned into
Let
2
us
3
look-
days later. And
Oh God!
she's about doing whatever I'm trying to do, if you catch my drift.
Right.
So
Well,
when we do end up back at my apartment, we try some things out a few times on the way to her
Pegging?
car and get stuck in her car
Butt
trying
stuck.
some things out. And she's living good. She doesn't want to leave. She's like, if only you was at my house. And I was like, where's that? It's, you know, the other side of town, Michael.
it's
So-
always the other side of town, bro.
Yeah, the hotter they are, the crazier they are, and the further away from you they live. That's the best part about it. They're never up the street. They're on the other side of town, at least.
Bro. Oh, never mind. Continue your story.
So okay, now she's living good. I see this car. This is a BMW with the huge back seat. I'm like, all right, I feel like Transporter 2 the way we just did what we did. So I eventually make it to her house. Bro, she living good. She got the deep driveway with the 2-car garage full of shit
Oh, the
other
driveway
than
goes
cars.
down to the garage?
Yeah.
She got the.
Wait, what state are you in?
We were in Texas.
what?
Interesting.
The house is on Highway 6.
Oh, it must be on high ground.
Yeah.
I was
So-
like, what?
You know, the garage is covered, the walkway is covered from the garage to the house. So I'm like, okay, a lot of times these things are separate, but like they're doing good. Marble floors, the big tall dog. I'm like, all right, Mitch. Like,
Big tall
I get why you wish you could have woke up
Beethoven.
and continued doing what you were doing the night before. If I could be here, I would. Ask G. I'm pulling up BMW status every day because my sugar mama didn't want me to go home, bro. Like, bro. I'm pulling up to the pizza shop. I'm parking next to our boss used to be like, yeah, I'd prefer the customers to park in the front. Leave the spaces in the front for the customers.
Pull your Beamer around.
Whole time he pulls his car up in the front spot that should be
right in the
handicapped.
first fucking spot.
We looking at his car all day from the restaurant. So I made sure to park my car right next to where he was, gonna park. And when he came in, he was like, man, that's a nice BMW. So I was like, yep, driving that for today. He laughed it off, but he didn't know. Like, it was mine for today. She eventually ended up getting a new car, and I got to drive that to work and got dropped off and stuff. It was lit. Dating them older women.
G, do you have like a crazy girl story?
Man, you know I have one.
Yeah,
I think I've
round
told.
off the episode with yours.
I think I've told this story before.
You might have
Um,
off the podcast or on?
Off the podcast.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Go for it then.
I was about 18 years old, and there was this girl that lived. All right, so I lived kind of off of Gessner and Richmond.
Okay.
All right, this girl lived on Memorial and Chimney Rock,
Oh.
and I didn't have a car at this time, and I hated having to wait for the bus.
Yeah.
I feel that.
So
Feel that.
I would just start walking, and if I'd catch a bus, I'd catch a bus. But if I didn't, I fucking didn't. Like. So I actually walked.
It's like what, 2 buses to get there?
It would take like 2 buses.
Yeah,
to
it's-
get there.
I feel
Yeah,
that.
you gotta go.
Take like an hour and a half to get there, probably just from waiting on the bus.
Yeah, you gotta go down Gessner because that's the long one, and then the one down Memorial is the quicker one.
So I used to walk to this bitch's house because her pussy was that good. Like, I'm talking about like the kinky type shit. Like, she used to be into like some crazy shit.
You
Like,
used to pee on her?
no, but like she used to
Take a good old dump on her chest?
Nah,
Strawberry
but, like,
shortcake,
She was into
Donkey
like,
punch?
She was into it.
Dolphin?
like, being real rough.
BDSM.
Oh, BDSM.
And like she used to want me to bite her and like
Like,
What
bah,
size?
like
What
actually
size
hit
was
her?
she?
she was an ample double D, bro.
Damn.
Okay. It's
Bro,
funny
like-
you mentioned those sizes because those are the sizes I was interested in.
Bro,
That's crazy.
ample double D.
This is ample.
So
That's
she was literally like she was one of the best I've ever had. Right.
Nice.
I feel that.
And I dated her. I saw her more or less exclusively for about 2-3 months. And then I decided, okay, I want to just make the commitment to be with you. Okay? So the next day...
And that was when he realized.
Yeah, I fucked up. Yeah, it was either the next day or that same day we decided to take some ecstasy together.
Oh, bro.
Yes, bro. This story.
Yeah, and I don't remember exactly what we were doing, but her eyes started rolling back in her head. She starts like it looks like she's like summoning the spirits from the great beyond and shit.
Jesus.
And she's like, yes, I see the future, and I see me and you, and we have 2 kids and a dog and a cat and this and that and the third. And I'm like, bitch, what? Like,
Hell no.
I don't want no cat.
like, nah, like, well, that too, but
She
like,
pulled a "That's So Raven" on your ass,
bro,
Looked
Bro.
into the future and told you what she saw.
Isn't Raven Simone a lesbian now?
yeah,
Yeah, she's
Okay.
a weirdo.
Yeah.
bro, it was literally, it
I'm a
was the
lesbian.
weirdest thing, but like, the pussy was really good. I didn't,
bro.
I fucked her for a little while.
You sure she
longer.
wasn't the sister of Tanya?
She could have been
I got
What was her name?
Kitty.
No. Anyway,
I got
Cat-
one more
Ton-
crazy girl story. I'm sorry, and this tops it
better
off.
not be long.
It's not okay. It's about this
Yeah,
For
because
all
you're
purposes,
sacrificing
her
my
name
4
is
crazy girl stories I have.
Duncan. But
logged up.
Duncan initially met me at a party. We had a
already had a
mutual
good one.
friend. They introduced me, went their separate ways. We exchanged numbers. And in our first initial meeting, we discovered that we lived on the same side of town. I mentioned my apartments. And lo and behold, the next day, hey, I'm in your area. What's up? Want to hang out? So we do. We smoke. We watch a movie. And I think we kiss before she leaves. The very next day, on my apartment door is Duncan with
Dunkin' Donuts.
with donuts. Yes, with Shipley's. No lie, kolaches and donuts.
Dunkin' with Shipley's, bro.
She's-
The world's
she's
gonna
trying to
implode.
enter my
It's
heart
epic.
through food, and I should have known better, Michael. My cousin is my roommate
Did
at
she
the
have
time. He said,
kolaches?
you know that girl crazy. You can see it in her eyes. I was like, shut up, Daryl.
Shut up, Daryl.
I remember telling him that, like, shut up, you don't know bitches. And
don't know women.
lo and behold, she was crazy. I'd already planned this trip with my 2 friends from high school, Jasmine and Lisa.
I'm writing that down. Shut up, Duncan.
So we're
Yeah, right.
going to Padre. It's a few hour
Daryl,
drive.
Duncan.
And keep in mind, we've only hung out twice. We've kissed once, and we chilled on my couch once. She brought me breakfast the next day, and I'm like, okay, this is moving kind of fast. And one of those days, we went to a party and we took ecstasy. We split an XO. So like, we had a real fun time.
She's
and
like, "Will
then
you marry
she
me?"
Goes through her little cycle thing, and I don't see her for a little while. When she gets off, I guess she's like ready to do what probably we would have done on ecstasy. So I'm like, that's cool, but like, I'm going on this trip, and I don't really have a lot of time because I'm trying to prepare for that. No offense. Oh, you trying to snub me? I'm like, no, like I just explained to you, I'm going on a trip. I'm just trying to get prepared for that. I don't like how you trying to handle me. You know who my brother is. Whoa.
He's gonna whoop your bitch ass.
So I tried to leave it on red thing. This is when iPhones just received the new. He's read the message.
Yeah.
This makes her mad. She calls me 8 times in a row. And you know how the first time someone's calling you and you're on your phone, you're like, I'm gonna let it ring.
Yeah.
Bro, let it ring 8 times in a row until I picked up. Because at this point in time, the iPhone don't let you do nothing else if you're not answering it.
Oh yeah. It
So
won't
I'm
let
like,
you
dang, I'm stuck looking
fuck.
at the screen of her calling me and not wanting to talk to me. Come to find out, when I get back in town, she's been driving around my apartments every day looking for my car. She keys my car when I get back. My cousin is literally, hey, that crazy bitch outside keying your car. I'm thinking he's quoting next Friday. You can ask Daryl when you meet him. He's being serious. Bro, I'm still unpacking my sweaty, dirty, wet, clothes from the beach. And that crazy bitch out here keying your car. She's writing bitch on
And
my
you're like-
driver's side door.
And you're
with
like,
the key.
shut up, bro.
I remember that.
Bro, she
You still had the
literally-
green Honda, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember
She
that.
literally tries to burn down my apartment in her car. They had to take her to jail, bro.
She tried to burn the
She bit
apartments
me,
down.
and I thought she was gonna bite my arm off. I'm not
how
even
hard she
lying.
bit
Like,
you?
she bit me so hard and wouldn't let go. And in her car, because she's gotten out of her car, her door's open. There's like this bottle with the rag hanging out of it, and she's got matches. Like she was gonna burn.
She got a Molotov
my
cocktail
fucking
already.
house down, bro.
Mark, that's a good
Is this
story.
the same bitch that like knocked the brownies off the counter, bro?
No.
We'll talk about her
Oh,
later.
well, yeah.
Duncan
bitch
was
that knocked
way
the brownies.
crazier than her.
Next up on This Bit Podcast.
Thank you, everyone,
Bitch.
for tuning into this episode. We appreciate it.
She's a lawyer now.
She is a lawyer.
Oh,
She got her degree from TSU.
Everyone say bye.
maybe she can represent us.
Signing out. The Crow.
I'm logging off my Windows account right now.
She got her law degree.
Bye.
Which is great.